If you're a YouTuber, the latest updates to the algorithm based on the research that just came out, your YouTube keywords are now more important than ever before. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you so much. I'm Ileane Smith, and I've been following this YouTube space since 2009, and I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of things going on. Recently, there was a study done, and it was presented at VidCon, which is a big conference all about YouTube. And one of the most important studies that was in combination with Matt Gielen and his firm, along with TubeBuddy. And they looked at some channels and found some trends. Now, there's a good thing about this study. It gives us a lot of insights on what's going on with YouTube, how they're changing their algorithm, how we can succeed on the platform. But for small YouTubers like me and maybe you, there wasn't that much data that pertained specifically to small YouTubers. And I want to say hi to everybody who's here joining me in the live stream. But one thing is for sure, take a look at your YouTube analytics and where your traffic is coming from. You'll see that more than likely, your traffic is coming from YouTube search. Now, that's the big difference between a small YouTube channel like ours and the big YouTube channels, let's say starting from 50,000 subscribers and up. Because those channels are being heavily promoted by YouTube. They're being pushed out in what's called suggested or related videos. So most of their traffic is coming from suggested or browse features, because YouTube has a lot of confidence in these channels. They know that these channels increase watch time and session starts and session time on the platform. Us, they're maybe not so sure, because maybe we're just not bringing in big enough numbers. Maybe we're not publishing content enough. They just don't have enough data. But there's those winners that YouTube knows they can rely on. So all is not glim and gloom for us. We can still survive and still make a positive impact with our channels, even though we may have small subscribers, because YouTube search and even Google search are our keys and what we need to be focusing on. So with all of that said, one of the ways that we can send signals to YouTube and Google, and let's just for the heck of it say the other search engines. I don't know if you're getting traffic from Bing. I'm sure not. But anyway, any search engine is not just with our keywords that we have in our titles and in our tags and in our descriptions, but the keywords we have on our channels. And I took a look at some of the more popular YouTubers as well as my own channel, and just to make sure that my stuff was up to date and that I really was sending the right signals to YouTube about what my channel was about. Because it's almost like when you have a blog, you may see that you're getting traffic for keywords that you really only want to get traffic for. But it could be in the case of YouTube, because remember, with video content, YouTube can't really tell what some of that content is about unless you tell YouTube based on the titles that you're using and your metadata and filling out those closed captions and your descriptions and all of that. So without that information, because, they have a machine, but they don't rely on it as heavily as they do, it's much easier for those bots to go out and crawl all the text of your blog post, right? So it's a little bit harder. They struggle a little bit more. And that's why some people who may not have success on their blog are still finding success on YouTube. So YouTube's just a little step behind the Google algorithms. So I didn't want to get too complicated there. I just want to let you know how important it is for us small YouTubers to make sure that our channel is optimized in terms of metadata. And the primary metadata is going to be our channel keywords. So with that said, let's go to the screen share, because first I have to say hi to my peeps who are here in the chat. Hello, what's the 411 TV? Hey, Blog A, Larry Snow, McBonsai. First time seeing you. Thank you so much for coming. Finally caught my live stream. Oh, good. I'm so glad you got a chance to. And Bahamas is in the house. Pam Gomez and Mick Bonsai, or McBonsai, hope I'm saying it correctly, is in London, England. Okay, guys. So I'm not sure who here has actually been following some of the news that came out from VidCon. So one of the things they did talk about the good length for YouTube videos, but once again, they studied 1,000 channels. Okay. And before this is over, I am going to bring up that study so you could take a look at it. But right now, I just want to get this message out to you in the beginning of this video, right? Because they talked about that, the length of your videos. So they studied 1,096 channels, but these were channels with 50,000 subscribers and up. So what we can do as smaller YouTubers is only infer some things. We have to, they're not really so concerned about us, to be honest with you. That's why they didn't look at any of our channel stuff, right? But what we can do is kind of take from that. We have to read between the lines a little and pull out that data that we can use. And some of the stuff is so basic. It's stuff that YouTube has already told us before, but we just haven't taken action on it. Or maybe we did it a long time ago and now it's time to update, because things change. If you've been on YouTube as long as I've been on here since 2009, like for example, one of my keywords is blogging tutorials. Yes, I do have some blogging tutorials. Another one is AdSense tutorials. Yes, I do have a lot, and I do still get a lot of traffic for the AdSense tutorials and for the blogging tutorials. However, I leave the blogging tutorials now to Mayanna because I don't talk about it as much. It's still something that I'm interested in. It's still information that I can help you guys with, but it's just not something I talk about as much here on YouTube. So I'm not going to completely get rid of that keyword from my channel, but I'm going to push it back a little and make sure the stuff that I'm talking about, live streaming, even Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and YouTube tips and tutorials. And I'm always talking about TubeBuddy. Those are the things that I added to my channel keywords. Now, here, let's break it down. All right. Let's get into the real nuts and bolts, because I want you guys to take action. So I got to show you how to do it. Right. All right, let's do that. Okay. Let me bring up the chat real quick while I'm getting myself prepared. Okay. Yes. All right. All right. So you guys, I'm saying his name right. Great. All right. Let me get up the next screen that I need to get up for you. Where we're going to go to update our keywords for our channel is in the advanced settings. So let's go there. Okay, so you're in the advanced settings. So one thing that I have to always remember, and you guys remind me when I forget, is to zoom in, because remember, people are watching this on mobile. So if you're watching this replay and you're on your mobile, I just zoomed in for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we go. Here is where you put in your channel keywords. And I'm going to give you guys a big, huge tip that I learned the hard way. Usually when you add keywords, you think about maybe putting a comma in between them or something like that. I have found from trial and error that you need to put the quotes around the multi-word keywords, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, since I showed you where you go, here it says advanced, and I'll post that link. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post that link into the chat right now so that if you want to follow along, you can go to your advanced settings right now, all right? Because what I want to do is, and I know I talk about TubeBuddy all the time. You guys know I love, love, love TubeBuddy. But there's another plugin or a Chrome extension that I use that's called VidIq. And that will show you from the front end, from the YouTube channel side. Okay, hang on. I didn't click the right thing to go to the front end. You'll see what the keywords look like. And we're going to take a look at some other people's channels. We'll even maybe do some random looks at channels, or we'll look at you guys' channels. Okay, so here's my channels. Now, you'll see these keywords pop up, and it's because of VidIq. All right, see them there? I think I've zoomed in enough, but I just want to make sure I zoom in even a little bit more so you can see that. Right? And I know it looks a little distorted now, but that's okay. See, I have YouTube live tips, social media marketing, because you guys know I have Learn How to Live Stream with Miss Ileane. That's one of my series. My other series, because series are a big deal, is Secrets of My Social Media Success. All right. So I want social media to be up here. TubeBuddy tips. Shout out to my friends at TubeBuddy. I just got my little referral payment yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to be talking about TubeBuddy more. Okay, blogging tutorials is still there. All right. But social media tutorials, now, mind you, there's still more. And I don't know what the extreme limit of these keywords are, guys. I haven't tested it to the point where it stopped me. All right. Facebook live tutorials, online video marketing. So now I'm encompassing everything. I'm not even talking about live video. I'm not even talking about a specific platform. I'm talking about all online video, right? YouTube tips, live stream, and then Google Chrome extensions. Well, TubeBuddy's a Chrome extension, and I'm always talking about Chrome extensions. So I want to go to a YouTuber that I know that we all love. And so I noticed on his channel that he was using a lot of keywords. So let's go over to Roberto Blake, because I think Roberto Blake, he is such an awesome guy. And we had a conversation, I think it was Larry and I, about honing in your channel and being very niche. Roberto is niche, but at the same time, he's not. Because he's talking about graphic design. He's talking about being a creative individual. But he's also doing unboxing videos of tech. So he's niche, but he's not niche. Go figure. I love him. He's an amazing guy. And I also met him in person too. So he's an amazing guy. All right. Sorry. My mouse is acting up too, guys. Sorry. So here we go. I'm going to have to zoom this back down because Roberto has a lot of these tags in here. And in fact, I'm going to have to refresh the page because I lost track of this little slider over here. Okay, here we go. So he starts off how to, social media, graphic design, video editing, tutorials, Premiere Pro. Okay, see, he's going on and on. Now, look, he always talks about this in his training. Shout out to Roberto, right? How to make money online. These compound keywords, not just one word, not just two words, but a whole sentence. Okay. How to grow a YouTube channel. He's got all of that as his keywords, and he's got the video marketing. Okay. So now I'm going to just pick someone at random. Okay. And then if you want, I'll go into look at your channels. I'm going to go to the homepage. Now, I'm not picking on anybody with this. Okay. The thing I told you I learned by the hard way is about putting in those keywords You have to use you have to use the quotations. But I tried everything. I tried commas, I tried spaces, I tried semicolons. So YouTube doesn't tell you that you need to use quotations. All right. Quotations and the space. YouTube doesn't tell you that. So a lot of people may be doing it wrong. And I'm just going to pick on somebody that I don't think that will probably ever come up into any of my live streams. So, because I don't want you guys to think I'm picking on anybody that we all know or anything like that. Oh, no, that's not one person. That is somebody that will come up into my live streams. Let's scroll down here. Okay, this guy right here. I don't know him. All right. It's not picking on anybody, but just want you to see if he's doing it right. Oops. Oh, yes, he's doing it great. How to create an online course, how to create. Oh, fantastic. Now, see, look at this compound keyword here, right? Now, you guys may say, well, what about I went to some big YouTubers channels and they didn't do it? That's because I told you these things that I'm talking about are only applying to folks with small channels because they don't need to worry about YouTube search like we do. Okay. So I'm going to close this out just because I want to come over here to the chat. And I'm sorry, it looks like I was not screen sharing the right thing. Okay, Larry says I can pick on him. All right, before I do that, then let me pick on Larry. Larry Snow. Larry Snow doesn't ever come up until the fourth one here. All right, so we're gonna. I know I'm not screen sharing, guys. I just want to get it set up because I didn't want you guys looking at all those other Larry Snows because they're not important to us right now. They're probably very nice guys because they got a good name. But we're going to look at the real Larrys now. All right, wonderful. Larry knows his stuff, right? Because Larry follows some of the same folks I follow. So he knows. Let's go to the beginning here. WordPress, social media monitoring, web design, social media tips, social media marketing, social media tools, security business. Now, here's what I would do, Larry. Pick the ones that your videos that you like to do. And I know you and I talked about this before, and that are doing well. So, for example, I know you do a lot of security on specific social networks, right? So you've got something about Facebook and the news feed and your privacy on Facebook. Add that in your keyword because you kind of are hammering home the point about social media, but let's get specific, right? Let's talk about Facebook privacy or LinkedIn privacy or something like that. So I think that will be helpful because then YouTube will know, right? Because we need those layers. We kind of have to layer our SEO. All right. So, even though I got to be honest with you guys, I hate SEO. I think it's the most boring thing ever, especially with my blog, right? Because YouTube keeps moving the cheese, but it's only so far they can move it right now when it comes to YouTube. I'm sorry, Google keeps moving the cheese. That's what I meant when I said that about blogging. But when it comes to YouTube, there's only so far they can move that cheese, right? Because like I said, until they get to the point where those algorithms or those artificial intelligence really can know what we're saying, no matter what language we're talking in, and no matter, what kind of an accent we have. And I don't think that's ever going to happen. Maybe in 10 years, who knows, right? But for right now, they still have to guess, and they still have to base what our content is based on the reactions of people watching our videos and based on what we tell them with our metadata. All right. So I'm going to go back to the screen share. And while I'm doing that, guys, over here on the chat, while I'm doing that, I'm not going to be saying what you guys are talking about. I'm going to try really quickly to find that survey because there is, the study, because there is more to say about that study. So here we go. And you guys, please feel free to If you have questions, and if anybody else wants me to take a look at their channel, please post that over there so I'll know. And I went to my resource of where I need to find that information, and here they changed the layout. So it's okay though. Just give me a minute. I posted it over on my Scoop It page. And so that's my easy way to get to it. Okay, good. Here, we got it now. All right. It's on SlideShare, by the way. So we can't watch the video, but we can look at the slides. So here we go. Let me stop that screen share and let me go over to the slides from Matt Gielen. And he's somebody we don't often hear his name when we're talking about YouTube. We always hear Daryl Eves, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, Owen Hemsath, right? And Brian G. Johnson. But Matt Gielen is somebody who's not, I don't think he does YouTube. He's not much of a creator himself, but he works for an agency. Okay. So it's cracking YouTube in 2017. And I mean, all the YouTubers were talking about this. Hey, Kate, how you doing? What were you starting to say about length? Okay, we can go through that real quick. Here's the link to the SlideShare. And this was also posted in Flitter, or I forget how you pronounce the name of that website, because this guy writes over there. And I think the video length stuff was, I'm going to fast forward real quick because I'm going to answer Mayanna's questions about the length. Frequency, video duration. Okay, the sweet spot for video length is 7 to 16 minutes. You guys hear that? Okay, I'm going to, I'm at risking me losing where I am. I'm going to increase the size of this. Okay, 15 to 16 minutes. Now, mind you, this was looking at different channels with different levels of subscribers. Okay. And they also looked at the views as a percentage of subscribers. Now, I think in this portion, they did include some smaller channels. And you have to actually see the presentation to understand what this slide means. I'm not going to try to explain it for somebody else, right? All right. So the average view duration, smaller channels tend to post longer videos, but they get shorter average view durations than larger channels. Now, see, I understand that he's doing a study and all of that, but I do what I like to do, guys, pretty much. Sometimes I may even say, do as I say, not as I do. And so my hashtag tagologist, Tish, if she ever arrives, she likes long videos. So I do long videos. I've got enough short videos on this channel. Now, there's another thing that I want to tell you. The frequency of how often that you're supposed to upload videos, don't get mad. Don't shoot the messenger. It's 3 times a week, minimum of 3 times a week. So see, this is why I say it's even more important. YouTube's not going to promote you as much. First of all, you don't have 50,000 subscribers. Second of all, if you're not putting out 3 videos per week, YouTube's not going to promote you as much. But you still have a chance to scratch and scrape your way to the top with the search. The video is relevant and people are watching. Relevancy is very important. I'll tell you what they found was not important. The length of your title, the length of your description, and the number of tags. In other words, you can't have too many because there's a cap. First of all, you can only have 500 characters, right? You can't have too many tags and you can't have too few. So if you notice the title of this video, YouTube channel keywords. Now, who knows if I'll ever rank for that? Important to me. I want to be able to come back to you guys and say, hey, this is what I tried. This worked. This didn't work. Go for it or don't go for it. Okay, so let's see if you guys are feeling me on this. Okay, okay, I answered Blogate's questions about what was I starting to say about length, and then I also said hi to my friend Kate. How the doggies today, Kate? And Roy, how you doing, Roy? Carol, hey, lady. I can't figure out why I can't build my audience. Please advise. Tons of people watch the same video on Facebook. Well, because, all right, Carol, and I'm not sure exactly what the topic of your video is. Of course, I didn't get a chance to look at your video. There's also many factors involved because I'm not sure why Facebook is. So you gotta, there, it's almost like apples to oranges because Facebook has different goals and has different reasons why they push certain people's videos. And one of the things that I mentioned here earlier was, and probably was before you came, Carol, but it's great to restate it now. YouTube wants to promote those bigger channels. Okay. Let's just say somebody came in here and they searched for something. It doesn't matter. They happen to find your video. Whatever the words were, they led them to your video. But then maybe they left YouTube. Maybe your goal is to drive them back to your website. So that means you making them leave YouTube. YouTube don't like that. YouTube says every time somebody watches Carol's videos, they end up leaving. So we're not going to promote her. We're going to promote the people that want to keep people here on YouTube. Look at something they call session watch time and also session starts. So if your video, or let's say Blogate, Mayanna's video, keeps people on the platform because Mayanna said something interesting that brought up a suggested video from, let's just say, for example, WordPress, one of TV videos, because WordPress TV has a YouTube channel. And somebody goes over there and they see, oh, WordPress YouTube has a channel. But they started watching from Mayanna's video. So Mayanna gets the credit because they could go over there and watch 20 WordPress TV videos, but Mayanna gets the credit because she started that session time. Of course, if it only happens once and that's just a fluke, but if it keeps happening, some people come on YouTube, they search for something, they get your video, and then your video makes them want to watch more and more videos. So, for example, I've mentioned Roberto Blake. Hop over there and watch some of Roberto's videos. You don't believe me? I mentioned Nick Nimmin. You don't believe me? Hop over there and watch Nick Nimmin. He did a 3-hour live stream yesterday. Okay. So I get the credit because I'm the one who brought you over here and you started watching YouTube from my video. So all that kind of stuff, it all plays into it, Carol. So for me to just say, I don't, you're doing this wrong or that wrong. I don't know. You may not be even doing anything wrong. It could even be that there's just nobody here on YouTube searching, not necessarily searching for your content, but the title that you gave your content could be one that people aren't searching for those words. For example, I was going to name this video something completely different. I can't remember. It doesn't matter because what I did was I came over and I typed that into the YouTube search and it didn't give me anything. So guess what? I changed the title to what it gave me. Go figure. Unfortunately, it's almost like we have to play their game. And it's okay because I point across to you guys, no matter what I named this video, right? I'm still getting my point across to you guys that you need to pay attention to your metadata and that there's been some changes announced to the YouTube algorithm. Those are real things that I want to get across to you. And at the same time, I'm also sort of experimenting with using these shorter titles, since the title length doesn't matter. Words are in there. So we'll see how this goes. I did another video. Actually, this was something that I knew about before VidCon, because I got a tip from reading Brian G. Johnson's book. Brian G. Johnson has a book called Tube Ritual, and I wish I had it over here handy. Grab it to show it to you, because I love the book. And one of the things that Brian G. Johnson says in his book is to create videos that just target specific keywords that rank high. Doesn't mean that your videos are going to rank high, but at least you're going to give it a try, right? So let's see. You guys are really, really very active over here. So let's see what you guys are saying. And I see my friend Yankees is here. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me back up. Back up. Okay. Roy says, I have a question about that may not have been covered in the study. Is there any comparison between the same video on your Facebook account versus Roy? Absolutely not. This video was only, this study only looked at YouTube. These guys run one of the things that they do is YouTube, make YouTube videos for brands and things like that. I'm not saying they don't make Facebook videos, because I really don't know enough about them, but this company is called Little Monster Media Co. So if you want to look the company up, it's littlemonstermediaco.com. And Matt Gielen, and I'll show you him again as soon as I do the next screen share. Okay, so Kate says they're, oh boy, I messed that up. They're marching right along. Yes. What's the Chrome extension for seeing tags? VidIq. And you have to go to Vision VidIq. It might just work if you just go to vidiq.com, Mayanna. That might work. And I don't have an affiliate link for that one. They may have given me one, but I don't use it. Kate said, for small channels, do you refer to other videos in your video? I do. I refer to other videos, not necessarily. I just want you guys to know who I'm following, who I'm studying. And I like to give shout outs. You know, I'm giving each and every one of you guys a shout out, right? And Dr. Techie Official is here. Hello, Dr. Techie. I think this is your first time here. So now's a good time for me, especially after what Kate just said, to remind you guys, in order to connect with each other, go over to the 3 dots over on the side of the chat, and you can go to each other's channels and subscribe, and I know you're gonna find something good. Kate said, a new version of link sharing or the concept? Not sure. I'm sorry, Kate, I lost track of what that question was referring to, but if I think of it, I'll come back to it. 3 hours, wow, reminds me of Blab. Okay, yeah, okay, what's the 411 TV? Just for the record, I did a 3-hour YouTube live last week too, so not just Nick Nimmin. Didn't we, Larry? And yes, we all miss Blab. Their rules, their game, our game. That's right, Kate. That's it. I love that. That's a tagline right there. Their rules, their game, but our game. And for what's a 411 TV? Miss Love Blab as well. Hey, Yankees Outdoor Adventures, guys. I went over there and I felt like I was hiking through the trails with Yankees. Oh my gosh. I love his channel. I got overwhelmed with the new algorithms. Yeah, algorithms can be very annoying. And that's why I say I don't like SEO, but I mean SEO for blogs. YouTube algorithm is not as bad. At least it's a little bit easier to understand. And I don't think they have as many factors because they're not so much focused on links and link building. There's a little bit of that in there. But how does YouTube count viewers? My same view on YouTube platform will get 100 views on on LinkedIn will only get counted as 3 views on YouTube? Oh, good question, Carol. Okay, so wait a minute, hang on. I want to say hi to somebody, Carol. I'm definitely going to come back to that question because that's an excellent one. And McBonsai's got Brian's 2 ritual book too. Okay, are you in a Facebook group? I guess you're in a Facebook group, Brian. If not, McBonsai, let me know and I'll add you to the group and we'll connect over there on Facebook. Scroll up further. Fraser Ramsey. Hi, I'm sorry I missed an earlier comment from you, but hi, thank you. And I will scroll up in a second. And Carol, could be that your demographic is not on YouTube in the same numbers as LinkedIn. Could be it. And thanks for posting the link. Roy, it doesn't work as a hyperlink, but it's actually, Roy, it's actually littlemonstermediaco.com. I don't know why they have the co as part of their name, but I guess there was another outfit out there with that same name. And Blogate found it. Okay, wait. I know you are definitely capable of a 3-hour live video. Yankee said, I'm so sweet. Okay, thank you, Yankees. Okay, so let's go back up to Fraser's earlier comment. I'm so sorry I missed it, but I don't know what you said other than saying, oh, happy Sunday, Fraser, and Scotland in the house. Yes, the Bonnie Scotland. Okay, so here's Carol's question about no, not that one. About how does YouTube count viewers? Viewers. Okay, I'm glad I read that again. I thought you said views, but viewers is kind of the same answer. This is all I know. I'm not 100%. I don't have any special connection with YouTube. I just know what I hear from the gurus. And these people actually talk to YouTube, because when you have a big account, when you get over, I think 50,000 subscribers, I'm not sure if that's the magic number, but once you get around there, YouTube, a person from YouTube will reach out to you and you'll have a dedicated account manager. You can ask specific questions. So if you know anybody who's got those kind of numbers, follow them and listen, because they're really speaking about what YouTube themselves is telling them. So what I've heard is that a view is counted after 30 seconds. On Facebook, a view is 3 seconds. The other huge difference is that on Facebook, the video autoplays. Now I know they changed. First they turned the autoplay off and then they turned it back on. And I'm not even sure what it does now. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if they stopped the autoplay or what. But either way, even if somebody clicks on your video and they only have to watch it for 3 seconds, and they may have looked at it for 3 seconds and decide, oh, no, I don't got time to watch this right now, that's still counted as a view. Okay, so I'm not, here's the thing, Carol. I'm not saying to you, if you've got something thriving and you got it going on over there on Facebook, then don't worry so much about YouTube. Focus on Facebook. Because if that's where the action is happening for you, if you're getting clients, because I know that you are using these platforms for business, right? You're not just doing it just to say that you could do it like me. Like, I'm still going to eat because this company right here is still paying the bills. So, but if you're trying to get clients, get new business, leads, grow your list, all that stuff, and if it's working over on Facebook, focus on Facebook. But don't ignore YouTube. It's still good to have a presence over here. It's a quick way for people to watch your video, because I'm going to tell you, if somebody's researching you, unless you tell them to go to Facebook to find you, they're not going to find you over there. If they go to the Googles and say, let me look up Carol, what are they going to find? Your YouTube channel. They'll probably find your LinkedIn information and all that. But if you have a presence on YouTube, you have a very common name. But if the person actually searches for Carol, because you have the E on the end, Copeland, Thomas, and you have a presence on YouTube, find your YouTube channel. And it's so much easier to consume videos on YouTube than it is on Facebook. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all don't watch enough videos, because I'm going to tell you, I spend a lot of time on Facebook and I hate watching videos over there. I hate even watching my own videos over there. It's annoying. They just so busy trying to be the opposite of YouTube. You know, you click on it, you think you're going to pause it. No, it makes it bigger. You can't mute it when you want to mute it. You can't pause it when you want to pause it. It's the worst experience ever. But, you know, we got to do Facebook, right? Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. And I hope I answered your question, Carol. You know, I don't want to ever tell anybody, don't use YouTube. Because, you know, I think you should still use YouTube, even if it's not all it's cracked up to be. And even if you feel that you're not getting the results. And when you're comparing it to Facebook, though, you're comparing apples to oranges. You know, and I know it just seems like, oh, it's all video, right? No, unfortunately, it's not the same. Okay. Does that make sense? Does anybody agree with me? Or, yeah, what's the 411 TV says she uploads her videos everywhere. And you know, I'm going to try to get that link for the company, and just to make sure that, because I see that that Roy has tried to post it again, and that just didn't work. So actually, when I go here on his LinkedIn profile, I want you guys to see what I'm doing here, because I don't want you to think, well, what's taking her so long to get that link? Because he doesn't have it on his profile the way he's supposed to. Okay, here's his profile. And probably got to go to his Twitter. And maybe in his Twitter is a link to the company. No, it's a link to an article he did over on Tube Filter. Honestly, guys, I don't read this blog, but I don't have to, because all the folks that I follow read the blog. And he linked to an article that he did. Hang on, bear with me, guys. I really want to give you this guy's link. I'm just going to type it in from what I think it is. And it came up because I typed it in the other day. That's why I know this is the link, littlemonstermediaco.com. And I'm going to give it to you guys. You know, everybody, oh my gosh, all of the YouTubers that were talking about this and the ones that I follow, they all just absolutely adore this guy. Golden, he's another one that I follow. He calls Matt Gielen the Matrix. So, I mean, this guy is just amazing. And, you know, he's done these studies, and he's legendary in terms of studying this YouTube algorithm. Okay, so there's the link to the site. Okay, it's better to watch videos on YouTube than Facebook. I upload my Facebook vids to YouTube as well. That's right. I have looked at your channel. You have to turn on the related channels. Without it, YouTube will not promote you. Oh my gosh, Mick Bunzai, thank you so much for doing that. Oh, wow. Let me get that up there on the screen. And that is major. Just like I said, there are so many ins and outs to this, right? So Carol said what I said was very helpful. And the video action for her is on Facebook. Business also comes from LinkedIn. Okay. And Roy, we got everything okay with the web address, right? Facebook is doing well for me too, says Mayanna, but now splitting my time with live between it and YouTube. And then that wonderful statement from Mick Bonzai. And I'm so glad he noticed that, he or she. Is it a he? Are you a he or a she? Notice that, yes, you have to turn on the related channels. Yeah, because, you know, YouTube feels like, well, if you're not going to let us promote these big YouTubers on your channel, your little channel is never going to get promoted anywhere. Okay, so let's take a look at, okay, Mayanna's got to run. Bye, honey. Oh, great suggestion. Thank you. Okay. It's a he. Okay. McBoneseye. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to assume, even though you had the Mick there. Okay. So I'm going to just take a look at another YouTube channel just to hammer this point home to you guys because I want you to take action on this and make sure that you are yes, and McBoneseye says that smaller channels can also get on the related channels. That's right. You can, when YouTube brings up related videos, it will bring them up based on, your metadata, your search terms and all that. But if you turn that option off, it'll never show up, and therefore you don't have the opportunity to pick up that extra traffic, which is what we need to rely on. Now, I mentioned earlier, looking at your YouTube analytics. Okay, yeah, maybe that's what we'll do right now. Instead of looking at another channel, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go into your YouTube analytics, guys, and see what your major traffic sources are. Okay, and it takes a while for analytics to pull up, and so that's hence the delay. I'm not trying to stall. Okay, I'm going to take you guys over into mine. All right. So it looks totally different on your phone, but I'm going to take you through it on the desktop. All right. So you're going to go into this section over here and you're going to look for traffic sources. If I can figure out where, oh, there it is. See it right here. Traffic sources, right? Traffic sources. Now, my traffic sources, it tells you, are external. And I'll go into what that means later. It's almost the same thing, but the next one is YouTube search, which these two are almost tied anyway, right? YouTube search. If I was a channel with 50,000 subscribers or more, probably my top traffic source would be suggested videos. And the next one would be browse features. And I think that we had a little question come up before. Maybe it was you, Larry, if you're still here, that asked what's the difference between a browse features, or maybe it was Pat that asked that. So let's see if we hover over the little question mark here. Suggested videos, views from suggestions appearing alongside or after other videos. Remember that, after other videos. So, when that video ends and the person doesn't know where to go next, they get like a grid with all these different videos. And it's like, maybe you'll like this video or that one. And it'll be based on that person's watch history, things that they've searched for before. Okay. So that's suggested videos. Then browse features are traffic from the home page, home/home screen, meaning could be talking about the phone, the subscription feed, and other browsing features, includes both signed in and signed out users. So even if I went to an incognito window right now, I would see browse features. And so let's just do that and just go to the YouTube homepage on one of those Yankees outdoor adventures, going to the YouTube homepage without being signed in. Andrew's in the house. Hello, my dear. Okay, hang on, guys. I want you to see what that looks like when you go there when you're not signed in. It happens to be when I'm at work a lot because I'm not usually signed into YouTube when I'm at work. And so now you see, you get trending, you get trailers, you get Vines. Why is Vine's topics on there? I don't know, because we all know Vine is dead, but for some reason, this is what they decided to show me. Late night, we know that's popular. Some of these are like a week ago, it's already got 6 million views. Basketball. Why basketball? I don't know. Okay, so these are browse features. Now, are any of us little channels, small channels, ever going to get on this page? I don't think so. But, you know, you never know. We can always hope that we'll have that breakout video. You know, we like for our videos to go viral. Maybe somebody just gets lucky amongst us and has a viral video, and we end up on that not logged in. See, when you're not logged in, YouTube has no idea what you like. Once you're logged in, it's either going to go by things you search for, because remember, it knows what you search for on YouTube and it knows what you search for when you were on Google, right? So it's got a pretty good idea. It's looked at your watch history through time, and it kind of knows what kind of stuff you like to watch, what particular YouTube creators you like watching, and it also knows some of their related or channels that are similar. See, one thing as we don't like to be profiled, right? Been a big thing that's been in the news. Of course, I'm not trying to get controversial here, but that's exactly what YouTube and Facebook are doing. They profile us. Know us, they know our profile. So they look at not just myself, but they look at what Andrew's been watching and what Larry has been watching and Mayanna, because they know we're all connected, because we talk on YouTube, we're on each other's videos, we're commenting back and forth on each other's videos. Yankees Outdoor, they might all of a sudden start showing me more outdoor stuff when they're not sure what I want. You know, if I just land on a homepage instead of going to my subscription feed, they're going to profile me and say, this stuff. We got this very popular YouTuber over here that likes to talk about that kind of content. We'll put that in front of her. So I think YouTube does a better job at profiling, even though I don't like being profiled. It's just something that goes against my grain. But there's not much we can do. We've already signed off on those agreements. Once we decided we wanted a YouTube channel that said, yep, follow me all around and use that data to make my experience better. Right? That stuff that we don't read. Yeah, I wish Barb Tomlin were here, because she reads all the terms of service and she knows how to interpret them. I'd read it and I still wouldn't know what it said. Let's see what everybody's over here saying. Okay, the related channel issue definitely makes sense, says what's the 411. Oh, okay, back up. So Carol says she will look at your channel. Oh yeah, that's right. And you guys remember, just go look. To easy way to get to everybody's channels, click on those three dots, right? And I see he's already channel. Oops, sorry. Just a little technical glitch there. Hang on, guys. Uh-oh. Hang in there. YouTube is getting confused about what I want to share here. Nope. I think YouTube is having issues with my stream, probably because so many people are on. But hang on, let's try something. Nope. Well, guys, it looks like I'm going to have to stop the broadcast. I may come on a little bit later. I'm glad you guys can hear me. But yeah, Barb was here. So sorry, but I can't get my screen to come back on. So I may try again later, but let me just wrap things up by talking about how important it is that you guys send those signals to YouTube about what your channel is about, and how you can get started with that is through the YouTube channel keywords. And really quickly, I'm going to post that link again for everybody who's here live in the chat. And before I sign off, I want to make sure you guys know where you go to add your keywords. And even without being able to see me on screen, thank you for your patience. I don't want to just abruptly end without at least closing out with giving you this link. This is where you change those settings. The advanced settings page, you go in there and you can make sure that right underneath your picture, you'll see keywords. And you're going to use the keywords. Remember, when you have multiple keywords, like a phrase, I might try restarting my computer before coming back on. Good news channel. Yeah, I probably would. And Pam says she had the problem earlier. So it's probably a lot of congestion on YouTube because, you know, it's a long extended holiday weekend. And so it's okay. I think I got my point across to you guys. I usually like to have you guys come in. So maybe I will come back on later. If not tomorrow, guys, I'm off from work. So, okay. So real quickly, let me just wrap this up. All right. So you want to go to your youtube.com/advanced_settings. Look for the channel keywords. You're going to type those keywords in and surround all those keyword phrases with quotation marks. So mine's, for example, my very first one is quotation YouTube space live space tips, end quotation, then a space, then the next key phrase, which is social media marketing, all surrounded by quotes. And so I think that's very important. Guys, thanks so much for coming. This is Ileane from IleaneSmith.com, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow, July the 3rd, 2017. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you then. Bye for now.